Good morning, guys, or good afternoon. Just about morning. Yeah, we haven't vlogged for a few days. Last time you saw us, we were on that crazy, windy, stormy, raining, wet coastline, and it hasn't really stopped raining for the last 4 days.
No, it hasn't. So we haven't actually picked up the camera. Now, the reason we haven't picked up the camera is not just because it's been raining the whole time. We had a little bit of an incident. Charlie, bless him, had a little seizure, and he hasn't had one for quite a few months. And then he had one in the night time at like 5 o'clock in the morning. He sort of woke up from a bad dream, I think.
It normally is from like a bad dream.
And then he came over to us and he kind of just had a little seizure there. He's okay now, but obviously when this happens, it kind of knocks us back a bit. We're very concerned about him. We're kind of on edge a bit, and we have been for a couple of days worried about him. But he has been fine since, and it's just something we kind of have to live with and kind of keep on top of, and just track how he is with it.
Yeah, and it's especially difficult with this weather because it was really windy where we were, well, and still is. Well, the wind's died down now, but really windy and wet. And kind of when he has one, we have to take Dizzee out of the situation because Dizzee gets scared and cries and can exasperate the seizure and stuff.
And then we like to kind of take him out and give him a nice walk and take his mind and clear his mind after it as well. And obviously that's very hard when when it rains. But we did manage, and he's, like we said, and it's been a good few days now, and he's been fine. So we've been trying to, keep him entertained and monitor his situation. But he's back to normal. And so here we are after a few days of no vlogging. We're back, and
Where is here? Where is here? You're asking. Well, we left the coastline. We finally left the coastline, as beautiful as it is. It got a bit stormy, so we thought we'd come inland, see if we could get away from the bad weather. We didn't manage to do it.
So we're at we're on the outskirts of a nature park.
Fragas Do EUME, I think it's pronounced. Probably wrong, but it's an ancient fern forest, a temperate rainforest, and the biggest well-preserved Atlantic forest in Europe. Yeah,
so quite interesting statistics. Now, we were going to do a hike today and go and walk through it, but it's just been raining constantly, so we're not. You can probably hear in the background, and I'm getting a little bit warm, we've got the Chinese diesel heater fired up after months and months. We've given a good blast already this morning, and it's working really well, so we're chuffed that we've got all that sorted, and we've now got heat back in the van.
So we've got pretty much everything. We've got our power set up, we've got heat, we've actually got gas now, so
so we're quite happy. Now, right now we're parked up
right on the edge of a beautiful, dense, thick forest. We're only 100 meters away from this beautiful old monastery. Now, this is a monastery of Santa Maria of Montreal, and it's pretty awesome.
So yeah, it's really quite an impressive building, and it actually dates back to the 10th century.
Well, a crazy history. We'll give you a quick rundown here to cut a long story short. Originally, a monastery was built here in the 10th century, and then it got attacked by raids by the Normans, and then various people smashed it up, and then it got struck by lightning, not once, twice.
Yeah, well, that's what we've read, so it could have been struck way more than that.
So you don't want to be here in a thunderstorm, basically.
Yeah, but struck by lightning, which completely damaged it as well, and it had to be rebuilt.
So it was finally rebuilt in the 17th century in the Baroque style, as it stands now. And then it stopped being used as a monastery in 1835.
Yeah, and now it's just obviously been left to kind of, rot.
Well, I think you can actually go into the church a couple of months of the year in the summer, and then apart from that, it's like a room, which kind of adds to it with all the ivy and the weeds coming up. And it's a really impressive building. Around the other side, it looks almost like a fortress.
It does, doesn't it? And we were really hoping when we arrived last night that we'd be able to get the drone up and have a look from above and have a look what's going on inside, because you can't go inside. But obviously with this weather, there's no chance. Yes, it did start raining again, so we're rushing back to the van. But so it's been quite a cool place to spend the night, hasn't it? And
but it's a proper rainforest here. It's literally not stopped raining. It looks really atmospheric. You can see all the levels of layers of trees in this dense forest.
So we are really hoping we do get a little break. I mean, we don't mind a bit of rain to do the hike, spit in a bit. So we're hoping on a bit of a break later on today, so we can show you a little bit of the ancient forest.
A few people have asked about this gasoline stove, about the concept of it, how it works and how much we use it and stuff. The best thing about it is that you can pick up fuel for it anywhere in the world at all, and it's pretty easy to use really. Basically it fills with gasoline, so you get a little funnel with it, you pour the gasoline in there, it holds about 450 millilitres and that seems to last forever. And then to start off you pump it like 30 times, and then whenever I use it I give it another sort of 10 pumps. And that builds up the pressure of the fuel, the liquid, and that goes through the tube at the top. So you open the nozzle to let a bit of gasoline out, like that produces a massive flame, and then you close the nozzle so it doesn't keep coming out. And then that flame, you wait for that to come down and then just create a tiny little sort of candle flame. But what that's doing is heating up that metal tube where the gasoline is coming out. So once that heats up, it's going to turn the liquid into gas. So once that flame's died down, the tube's hot, and then you open up the nozzle again, and then it turns into gas. And then you've just got like a proper Bunsen burner that cooks everything or boils water really, really quickly. I absolutely love it. The power, the sound of it is just, it's great.
So these are great little stoves, great for us anyway, for like a little backup stove. And the good thing is it just all fits in a little tiny bag like that. And as Nick says, we're never going to run out of the gasoline because we keep a little tank in the back. So yes, this video is not sponsored by these little gasoline stoves, but if you've been following along, you'll know that we've had this for ages, and it's Nick's like most favourite toy ever. So if you guys wanted to have a look or get yourself one of these, links are in our description along with all of our other links. And also, can I mention as well, it's quite good against the wind, isn't it? And it is nice to cook outside even in the rain. Right guys, it's stopped raining, actually stopped raining. It's looking quite bright, so before we head over to that forest and try and get a little walk in, we're having a really quick pasta.
Ooh, it needs something else, I think, there.
Oh, I think it needs a bit of this. A bit more greenery. What do you reckon, guys? Yeah, so we have lots of avocado on toast. So today we're having a bit of avocado in our pasta.
So I don't know what we'd do without our heater really, because we were just saying before, you know, when it's raining, you go out, you get wet. If you haven't got a heater, you come back, you're like, oh no, this stuff's going to take ages to dry, and the van feels damp and everything.
And the dogs get really wet as well, don't they? They don't like it.
And they just, yeah, you know how dogs are. They want to rub themselves on all the rugs and all the throws and the sarongs and everything. So, so that's fine when you've got a heater, because everything dries like that. That's why everything's hanging in the background, you see.
We just blast it for like literally, I don't know, 20 minutes, and that's all of us dry, the van dry and really, really toasty again. Because
we just run it on full heat every time now.
Yeah.
So half the time I have the window open just because it's too hot. Wow, look at that little meal there. Another little beauty. To be honest, I'm looking forward to dessert a little bit more. We've got a secret little surprise for you.
Well,
soon to be not a secret.
For you.
Yeah, not for you, sorry. We'll probably share the recipe in a few weeks' time or something, but yeah. Wow, what is it you're asking?
It's our first attempt of doing a no-bake brownie. A healthy no-bake brownie that's absolutely delicious. As you can see, we tried it last night. And this is absolutely guilt-free.
Look at that, guys. Look at that, and it is beautiful.
Yeah, guilt-free van not baked brownie.
Ooh.
With coconut, as you can see, the coconut on top. Oh, it's just started raining again. Damn you, weather. We don't care. We've got brownie and coffee.
Can't believe you've got no guilt when you eat this. It tastes so good. Look at that. It's so mouth-wateringly good.
Fudgy.
Fudgy, yeah. Really nice texture, really tasty, and you can eat as much as you like. No bake, so no oven required. No flour.
Really chuffed with this one, guys. As always, you will get the recipe for this one at some point. Don't know when.
One day.
One day. Right, guys, the sun is shining. Well, it's not really shining. Was a second ago. The sun's been out and it's gone back in. But anyway, we can't sit around eating brownie and drinking coffee all day, although it's very tempting. We are back on the road and heading for the ancient forest walk. There's only a few hours left of daylight, so we hope to do a little bit of the walk, just a little bit if we can, and see what we find.
Yet again, the explorers take the little quiet, tiny, little narrow, windy road.
We really hope that we don't see anyone on this road, because it's going to be a case of reversing a lot for them.
We've got 3.7 kilometres down here.
Where the hell are we going now? You're totally committed now, there's no going back. It's just reversing all the way back if we decide to, but don't know where we're going to end up, do we? So we've come to a bit of a problem here. Vinny is definitely taller than that trunk that's going right across the road, so unless we can move it, physically get out and move it, then we're not going any further and we've got to reverse. So we've failed at the right at the end after driving kilometres. This tree is not going to budge.
Pretty much a whole tree that's fallen down and we can't shift it.
You know, we could try and go over there where people have put logs, so I reckon that's what they've tried to do before.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm not up for doing that. The road's really slippery as it is. I mean, it's been a really good drive.
Bit gutted because yeah, this drive's been awesome.
I know, it's probably going to be awesome to go for a walk, but
it's been like literally driving through a rainforest. The vegetation is so dense in places that you can't see like further than 5-10 metres.
So this time it didn't work out for us having the tall van. Little old Vin, I mean, I don't know if it's worth taking the risk, to be honest. Going in the ditch in the rain is not a good idea, is it, and getting stuck. And we have to come back as well, because this is like a no-through road. So that's it. The dream is over. The dream of exploring this ancient forest. From here, that's it. It's just this drive. But I mean, look how cool it is. It's just so amazing. So it's mission reverse as far as we need to before there's a pull-off. We both remember there being a pull-off, probably only no more than a couple of 100 metres. It's reversing uphill on a really narrow bit, so let's see how we go. Come on, Charlie! So we made it to this turnaround point. It's pretty tricky because the wheels keep spinning because of the wet and stuff. smelling a little bit too. Well done, love. So sorry about the low light, it's getting quite dark now, but we are hopefully safely.
It's like a rally car.
It is like a rally car.
Rainforest.
We've got to give it a bit of pelt going back because it's all uphill and the wheels spin. So I mean, it's quite good fun, but it's a bit nerve-wracking because the roads are so blinking narrow. But I think we're almost out now. Yeah, there's also quite a few potholes as well. So yeah, was this the way?
Yeah.
Watch this big pothole there. Yeah, so we made it out. I mean, a bit disappointed we didn't go walking and get to go hiking through there because it's amazing, isn't it? But at the same time, we had a good little drive, didn't we? We enjoyed the drive. It was fun.
Not just any old forest, it's an ancient Atlantic temperate rainforest.
So we've no idea where we're going now, have we?
No. Check the maps. Good morning, guys. Yes, we decided to head back to the coastline after our failed attempt at the rainforest.
Yeah.
So we're back on the coast and we're looking forward to exploring. There's a route we're going to take, the Ruta de Mirador. So
Yes.
there's loads of viewpoints.
Should be
exploring.
quite good. But that's not going to happen in today's video. Today's video is about to end. I know, they're too short, right? No, we are ending the vlog. But before we end the vlog, we wanted to quickly update you guys on Scooby and Scrappy. Yes, the two little stray dogs that we rescued quite a while back now, actually, from the village. And a lot of you guys have asked how they're doing and everything else, so we thought we would just fill you in. So basically their names are not Scooby and Scrappy anymore. Their names are
Patch and Rolo. Can you guess which is which? Yeah, Rolo's a sweet little Scrappy and Patch is Scooby.
Yeah, and basically we have updates, regular updates from Scooby / Patch. He's with his family in southern Spain and he's got a lovely mummy and daddy and he's very happy and he's doing really well.
We actually met up with Patch. We've seen them a few times when they were coming to the vets to sort him out with some of his injections and stuff.
Oh, it's so nice to see him again. Oh, happy with his new family. Hey?
I can't further up from the vets.
Patch? This is Patch.
Yeah, it's Patch now. Patch now, it's not Scooby anymore.
We met up with them and we had a coffee and stuff, and the lady in the village who helped us find a home for him, and we sat down and had a coffee and it was so sweet. Patch now, he was just laying under our chair. He loves his mummy and daddy, but he came and sat with us.
Yeah, it was very sweet. That was right before we left to come away on the trip. We haven't had as many updates from Scrappy. He's still with the family in Gibraltar, but he did have not a very good result on his bloods. So basically he had leishmanias, wasn't it?
Leishmania, and there's a few health issues.
Yeah.
But the family have completely fallen in love with him, as we did, which I don't think it's too expensive with leishmania. There's medication you can get. You have to give him a tablet continually, but that sort of holds it at bay, and so he can live a happy life.
So we're still waiting for more updates from him, but I mean, as far as we know, all's good and he's in Gibraltar. But this is how important it is for these dogs to not be on the streets, because things like this is tick related diseases, and which eventually kill them if they don't get it sorted. Yeah. We were worried about Patch because Rolo had the leishmanias, but Patch has come back all clear, which is really good news, isn't it? So there you go, guys, and like I said, we are going to continue to update you when we hear anything else, and
hopefully we'll be able to see them when we get back to the area. Well, Patch we should definitely be able to see because we're in contact, as Sarah said, regular contact with his parents, but well, we'll see, maybe Rolo as well. Yeah,
so it's all good. Well, it's mainly good. I mean, they've got loving homes and that's the main thing, isn't it? So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please give us a little thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe if you're not already.
It's absolutely free and so easy to do.
Yes, and we'll see you really soon in the next video.
Take care, see you soon.
This is the monastery of Santa Maria of Monfreo. That's right, isn't it? Santa Maria of Monfreo.
Monferro.
Monferro.
Not
sorry.
Freo, it's Ferro.
Sorry, Monferro. Oh, I practiced ages trying to get the name right and I completely... Yes, this is the Monastery Santa Maria of Monfreo. Monferro. Monferro.
Oh, God.
Mon